Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Turn starts inside the 15. Gets it to the 29 before being brought down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Linebackers making some adjustments now. They're going to run it. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Boy, Chris, just watching this first play, this battle with the line of scrimmage in such a big game is going to be fascinating and go a long way in determining who wins this game.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the wideout goes in motion. And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the linebackers and really the quarterback of the defense on this play diagnosed that read quickly and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Here comes a handoff. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Stays on the field in this opening drive. They'll go for it in their own territory. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down. And the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. They'll try to run this one in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. And they've got the returner corralled. Offense operating from the pistol. Moving at the second level of the defense now. The back's got it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
This is good pressure by the defense. It just felt like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a little bit too long, which allowed the defense to get home.
The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And they were sort of brought down by the coverage team there. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Second down after that previous play. Got it again. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Going to hand it off to the back. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. The Canes look to confront here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it. A fourth down conversion. Drive stays alive.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Running out of time in the pocket. Powering through. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And he'll drop back here on third down. Here's a throw underneath to the back. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
The offense gets some positive yards here, but they're going to be short of the first down marker to set up fourth down. Really good job by the defense of tackling and the awareness to keep him short of that first down marker.
He knocks this one right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Return the ball down. Sets up the next drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you get a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Looking for his back. The ball is caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll hand it off. Breaks loose at the 45. And he's going to be taken down there, but there is a flag on the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Inside the 10. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
Chris, how about that? This guy is a warrior with a football in his hands. He gets one block out in front of him. It seems like he's setting a new speed barrier.
Off the big play, we are pounding on the door here. 1st and goal. Receiver in motion now. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. And they're trying to punch it in here. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Hey, the defense is doing everything that they can to try to keep these guys out of the end zone. Now we've got a big 3rd down coming up.
Let's see what they can do here. 3rd down and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes. But they were backed up to start the drive. And some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. retakes the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
So behind the 6, second and long from their 14. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. In the clear at the 25. QB breaking away. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Canes. It was a foot race and he won it.
There just aren't a lot of quarterbacks that can take a design QB run and take it downfield that far for a touchdown. What an added element for this offense, and it makes it so challenging for the defense to stop.
And the point after is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Trying the old counter play here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
The quarterback's got it on the option. They bring him down right at the 20.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
Extra point cuts the lead to 3, 17-14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. The guys up front line up. It's first down. We'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. First down here for this offense. Quarterback drops back. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They finally get him down, but that's a huge chunk play. Offense getting momentum as we wrap the first quarter up. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings it down at the 26. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
They'll try the option play here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive rolling.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Nice run. He's brought down to the 44. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. On the run here, lets it go. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. An explosive play. They'll finally make the tackle down at the 27-yard line.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
They stop him, but it's a 1st down.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Buckeyes hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Brought down after the nice spin move. Just a small gain by the offense.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
PAT is good. They draw within 3, 24-21. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, they'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of...
It's a fumble! Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the...
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They reached the end zone the last timeout, trying to do the same thing here. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Tailback with another carry. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't want to waste this good field position, but it's 3rd down and long. Handoff from the shotgun. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up in what you show the defense.
So on 4th down now, out comes the field goal unit. This one is right through. And the game is now tied.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Miami offense is back on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? 1st down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. So contact on the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. On third down, he drops to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew it. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses it.
Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. They'll run it here. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this pack is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. That's reeled in. It's Larson. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain deep into enemy territory. Ball now near the 30.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defense coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Got him. He's sacked.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Now on third and very long, looking to throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And he knocks that one right through.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This group was coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? Close to the tight end. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Finally brought down to the 20-yard line. A huge gain puts him in great scoring position.
Boy, huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the one after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. And looking to throw now on first down. Tight end makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark. They'll go hurry up here. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Buying time now. Rolling to his left. And left with no option. Just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Gotta give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Here we go on fourth down. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a first and goal.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator. I'm not trying to just do something crazy. If you're less than a foot away from the first down line, just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? Tackled after the completion down at the 1-yard line.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do it.
Touchdown for the U. Still no answer for this offense.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see what the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Return starts from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's see if they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Christian, on the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But they don't make the connection. That run is incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Breaking free for a huge return. They finally grab him, working to keep him out of the end zone. The offense will start with great field position. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp.
Yeah, I don't like that throw at all. Those windows are so tight down here, you just can't force the ball in there because it so easily can be picked off. You caught a break there.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Trying to create here on the move. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot back.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Still no answer for this offensive machine. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. He'll hand it off. Finding some room at the 25. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. Minuta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Hurricanes will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They get him down after the completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Escapes the sack. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's not going to bring out 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Going for a big play downfield. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
Here's a serious gamble, folks. Coach going for it, backed up near his own end zone. Needs a completion here on 4th down. He finds his target. He has the first. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Explosive play. The game moves the ball all the way to the 30.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Play fake, looking to throw the football. He'll try a pass here. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Oh, it's a reverse. Aiming for the end zone. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
The Buckeyes will line up now. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. They look to throw it here on second down. And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit, just a field goal. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. Man, they better get locked in and stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Off of RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. The Canes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Getting set. Here's second down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. He hands it off from the gun. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Movement here from the tight end. First down. Looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
They'll toss it to the right side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Touchdown, Canes. This offense is still clicking.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the football is coughed up by the returner inside their own 20.
That is an incredible job by this kickoff coverage team. You don't see many turnovers on kickoffs, but they just gifted their offense with a bonus possession.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Pitch to the back. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
The offense has been very efficient on 4th down so far. Let's see if they can make it 4 for 4 here. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. It's an easy job for the play caller, right? They can't stop the running back, feeding the ball, scores again.
Yeah, I came into this game really thinking we'd see more from this quarterback and all these wide receivers that they have, but instead, it has been the back. And as a smart play caller, you just keep going back to the guy with a hot hand.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Oh, the ball comes loose. Touchdown for the U. The defense has 6 points. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Larson. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Going the other way, can they catch him? Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Receiver makes the catch. It's a quick tackle, spot the ball at the 11, and a red zone opportunity now.
Chris, much like we saw in the first half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. And you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. The Hurricanes come up to the line in a hurry-up. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he takes it into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. They bring him down, but that's good work by the return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to start with decent field position. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. The interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Quick spin on the run. He's found some room at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. No pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Running back has it on the screen now. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
And I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Great start for this offense. 3 plays, and suddenly it's a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
What a call with a play action down inside the 5-yard line. Completely throws the defense. Their eyes are in the backfield, locked in on the quarterback. They lost focus on where he might be throwing the football. Made it an easy read for the quarterback and a touchdown.
No problem with the PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Hurricanes Hurricanes offense retakes the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Grab behind the line. It's Hicks. On the defense, wraps him up behind the line of scrimmage to conclude the third quarter of play. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's fourth down. Somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And the Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Gets the kick away from his own end zone. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He eludes the rush. Broke one tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Second down now after the sack. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Spins away from defenders. And he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play.
Boy, second forever. Everyone in the stadium's expecting a pass, but instead they run the ball for big yards. And I'll tell you what they've done, Chris. They've given themselves a chance, a real chance here now on third down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Takes the handoff, looking to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He's tackled inside the 35, picks up a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. And they run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Buckeyes are in the red zone now. Gives it to the back. got a lane. Can he get in? And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Now they'll empty the backfield on this two-point conversion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And he drops back in the gun. And it's a sack. The two-point try fails, and they can't get into that deficit any further. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Makes a quick grab. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line and the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, drops back. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. The Canes come to the line with a hurry up. Trying for a fourth down completion. Finds his man, has the first down. Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
The Hurricanes with first and 10 here. It's a shotgun run call. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Off play action, he's looking to throw. The ball is caught. Finds room at the 30. Tackle made after a big gain.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. Now, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Fine time. Moving to his left. Plays bottled up, and the football is loose. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Oh, what a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And on the carry, he's heading left. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Makes the catch, but did not get a foot down there, signaling incomplete. Off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. Breaking free at the 35. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a target, and it's complete. Makes the first down, but Hazy Price, big hit there at the end. The Buckeyes come to the line in a hurry out.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his second catch of this entire game. Boy, this defense has done an amazing job of keeping him in check. Let's face it, this guy's as good as anybody in the country. Big-time playmaking ability, but they've taken him out of the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble now. He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense.
Defense does a great job of taking everything away downfield. This quarterback wanted to take a shot, but nothing is there. The only problem is they didn't account for him taking off and running, so he picks up the first down.
It's caught downfield. Brought down just short of the end zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Rick, you don't have to be that creative, do you? The running back simply cannot be stopped. It's another touchdown for him.
Chris, he's scoring all these touchdowns, but it's really as much about the offensive line as it is anything. How about the holes that he's running through right now to give him a chance to get out into space to show you what he can do as a back? But he'll be the first one to tell you, I'm sure, after the game, the job this offensive line did.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away and have set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Play action fake, looking to throw. He's a wide open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Canes come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. They'll go with the ground game there. Running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. An inside deal count from the shotgun. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Tried to go very deep there, good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game, you need points, you're behind, you got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. But with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's complete. That's enough for a 1st down. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Over the middle and incomplete. That play makes it 2nd and 10. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pocket breaking down. And the ball is hauled in. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game. But they're doing the right things. Managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
And he'll set up to throw. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Coach decided to go for 2, trying to keep this lead to a field goal late in the game. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And the two-point try is successful, making this just a three-point lead.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
It looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.